The word artificial intelligence just scares the hell out of a lot of realtors. And the average age of a realtor, according to National Association of Realtors, is either 57 or 59. So you can only imagine how they are afraid of that AI word. Do you think that would be incorporated more? Are you bringing it as a culture to your leadership for them to spread the word?
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned AI. Jimmy Burgess is one of the CEOs. In fact, another great interview. Jimmy.
He's in Florida, correct?
He's in Florida on the Panhandle. And at our, we have a leadership call every month, and I have maybe 4 or 5 people share some good ideas. He's sharing the idea on social media when he has AI help him, and the hits and the responses are off the charts differently. So just like anything else, I don't think you can, maybe you can, I'm not sophisticated enough to be afraid of what it might do, like some robot's going to kill me one day, right? But certainly you want to embrace everything that it did. I do a blog every Thursday, and one time I used AI. I said leadership lessons from Tom Brady, and it gave me like 8 of them. Now, I elaborated all sorts of things on there because they were very basic, but man, it gave me a great outline.
Right. And that's what I think, as we were talking about with Matterport and my views on AI, it is another co-pilot. It's a tool. It's easy, to develop some anxiety over either what we've seen in the movies, it's now becoming real, right in front of us. As a technologist, I think it's the best time to be alive. The things that we are going to be able to do with science and technology are going to eclipse everything in the last 100 years. And I'm glad I'm still hanging in there and still around, to be a part of it. And I think, as it pertains to real estate, it's super exciting. It's going to unlock, again, all kinds of possibilities, but they're going to be the kinds that empower the industry, not replace it at all.
Exactly.
Like,
we will still be around.
Go out there and find that house for you when you put in, exactly what you want. I personally use it for that one blog on Tom Brady, but then I wanted to. I'm a huge fan of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And and when he talks about the cosmic calendar. Yes. Okay. So I told AI, take me through with Neil deGrasse Tyson, the cosmic calendar. And so they did January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, right? And I guess, we appear December 31st, right? At 11:58, you got humans finally, right? But, and I says, okay, now go a little deeper. And then it went a little deeper,
Right.
So yeah, it's pretty darn terrific on how it does.
Yeah. And I think, why is it, such a big topic of conversation? Well, it's based on enormous amounts of data being fed to new science and capabilities that can distill down an extraordinary amount of human history and knowledge and things into, these kinds of dialogues and conversations that just weren't possible before. And our brains don't have the capacity to hold all human knowledge and all human history.
Right.
But I started seeing about NYC Expo the other day, and I had a tech panel, which I never really considered myself the best tech rep over there, but I managed. I had good questions. One of my panelists is developing a new product. Speaking about data, you are able to collect all the data and see, for example, in Charlotte, 50% of their sales are to investors. But in Raleigh, 20% of sales to investors. So psychologically, you can make a decision that Raleigh is probably more stable, maybe the schools are better, and so on. This in Charlotte, it's more probably Airbnbs, and it's not it's not the same atmosphere. So you can make a decision where you want to live, and that is all based on data. And in another month, I have a talk show, Lunch with Lucy. He will be my guest in August, because by that time they'll have more data. They can even take New York City and divide New York City by how many condos, and it's 5 minutes old information. That's how current the data is.
Yeah,
it's very incredible.
Great, yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Lunch with Lucy, Martha is going to be my guest and we are going to talk. She will visit me in Fort Lauderdale. We're having it in my with real lunch in my living room, and we will talk about giving back and the charities and women's health. So I'm just throwing in a little commercial here.